Welcome into Paul Catalina's Top 5, brought to you by Flag and Anthem. Today, teams on upset alert. Number 5, Illinois on upset alert versus Duke. Illinois is ranked, but Duke has Darian Mensah. Duke has Mario Diaz as their head coach. They have a very, very tough defense. Duke is going to contend in the ACC all year long, and this is their big non-conference game. Illinois is probably a little bit better on the depth chart, but I think that this is going to be a defensive slobber knocker, and whoever makes the big play on offense, whether it's Mensah or Luke Altmaier, quarterback-wise, is the one who wins the game. That's what I think goes down here. So Illinois on upset alert in this one. Number 4, Iowa State versus Iowa. Look, I think Iowa State might bowl through the rest of their schedule, but whenever this game happens, it's always a little bit disappointing to Cyclone fans, sometimes even when they win it, because they feel like they're far ahead of Iowa and they barely get by. Iowa does not have a lot of playmakers. Mark Gronowski, who I'm big on, didn't have a lot of numbers in week 1, although they won. Iowa State is kind of rolling right now. But it's Iowa. It's the Cy-Hawk Trophy. This one always gets weird. They should win this game, but they've not really been that great in this game lately. So, or historically for that matter. So this is a big one that they need to get, because I think if they do, they're going to really continue to roll along. Number 3, Florida versus USF. DJ Lagway's that dude. But guess who else is? Byron Brown. Guess who would love nothing better than to roll into the swamp and get a dub? Alex Golish. So, Florida, and here's the other thing. Florida, after this one, and look, this is tough enough with Byron Brown. After this one, their schedule gets really, really got to play Miami. They got to play A&M. They got to play Texas. They got to play a lot of really good teams right in a row. This is like a very important game for Billy Napier if he wants the extension versus firing streak that could happen, because if he wins this one and then goes on to beat Miami and A&M and all these others and build some momentum, he'll get an extension in October. If this one goes or it doesn't go as well as you think it goes and you show some weakness and then those other big teams can come in and beat you, it's going to be tough for Billy Napier in Gainesville. Number 2, K-State versus Army. I talked about this game yesterday. Look, Army, they're 0-1. K-State is 1-1. I don't think K-State thought that it would be 1-1, and the one would be a very narrow win over their FCS opponent. Army comes in. It's always tough to prepare for Army. They've got the curse of the leprechaun that I talked about yesterday. They really need to watch out, because Army's going to be locked and loaded as well after losing to their FCS opponent last week in Tarleton State. Congratulations once again to the Texans and Coach Todd Whitten, who was on the show on Monday. And number 1, Mizzou versus Kansas. Mizzou will be the favorite because they're at home and they're in a conference called the SEC. I think Kansas gets them. I think Jalen Daniels is ready to go. This game should be played every year. This should be their 10th game, their non-conference game. Bring back the border war. I think Rock Chalk Jayhawk gets this thing done, and Mizzou's on upset alert, and then the Big 12 gets that much-needed win that they need against a non-conference opponent. Enjoy the border war. Enjoy week 2 of college football. I will see you on Wednesday next week. There will not be top 5s on Monday or Tuesday. So if you need to go to rehab, call the number at the bottom of your screen. I'm just kidding. There's no number. Read the polls, guys.